All right, what's good, my peeps? So, if you currently do not have access to a gym, this is a home workout that you can utilize with minimal to no equipment, as well as also, let's say you can't do a pull-up, so use it accordingly. In this home workout, you're going to be doing 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 30 reps max of every single exercise. The first exercise that you're going to be doing is going to be a pistol squat. In this scenario, you can, if you can do a pistol squat by itself, perfect, but if you can't, use something to hold on to for balance. And I got some slippers on with some traction for stability purposes. So this is how you execute the movement. See how I'm keeping my core tight and I'm lowering down very slowly and just using my arm here for stability, and I'm pushing through my heel using my quad. That's how you execute the first movement. Remember, 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 30 reps. Move on to the next movement. All right, the second movement you're going to be executing in this home workout is going to be a pike press. See, we're going to be hitting the shoulders here. Think of it like an overhead press type movement. Get into position with your feet shoulder width. You're going to take your arms and hands. You're going to basically come out like here, and you're going to inch your way forward to whatever feels comfortable. Once you're in a comfortable position like this, you're basically just going to lower your body down and then press. Why am I so tired? As you can see, you execute the form with slow and controlled reps. You're only bringing your forehead to the floor on this movement, and then you're just pressing back up. Make it a little bit harder. You can use an elevated surface since you are limited into how deep you can go on the eccentric portion of the movement or the lower end portion of the movement with the floor. If you do it on an elevated surface, you can go even deeper. The next movement is going to be an under table row. I really don't own a table, but my desk isn't super stable. This is much more stable. You want to find something as stable as this. I'll be executing this one arm style. You got to use what you have. So when you execute this movement, make sure to keep your core tight. And like any of the other exercises that I've just showed you already, 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 30 reps, slow and controlled is the name of the game. We don't have a lot of load that we can work with here, so you need to make the movement as hard as possible. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Because I am super anal and I only really feel like I'm emphasizing one side of my back in this scenario, I'm going to do the other side in a similar fashion. Next movement is going to be what everyone knows and loves, the push-up. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I really need to show you, but I'm going to show you how to execute a push-up for this workout. Prefer to go shoulder width here, but you can play around different variations or go wide. It's kind of up to you. Let's say that's a little bit too easy for you. Bang out 3 to 5 sets of 30 reps. A good increase in difficulty would be the single arm push-up, putting more stress on one side of your chest at a time. I'll show that right here for you. Same setup as the usual push-up, but it just changes once you get into position. On to the next exercise. This is going to be a reverse hyperextension. So you're going to lay belly flat with your legs hanging off the edge here. What happen is legs are going to be tucked with your knees up along the edge. You're going to be extending out. And again, similar fashion like all the other exercises, 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 30 reps, slow and controlled. And also, when you're setting this up, use the crevices that you have in the couch or something to hold on to, so you're not slipping and falling. As you can see here, your lower back is getting involved. Your glutes are getting involved. You could even argue your hamstrings are somewhat involved. Basically, that's how you execute the movement. That is the second to last exercise in this routine. Last exercise here is going to be a hollow body hold. Basically, you're just going to want to time this. In this type of scenario, you're going to want to shoot for at least a minute or more. If you can get at least a minute and 30 seconds within this position, it's time to integrate some other things. And there are some other variations that you can utilize if you can't necessarily do this exercise. All right, so flat surface. Lay back. Holy fuck, the ground is so cold. Okay, and what you're going to want to do is focus on basically pushing air into your stomach. It's going to close the gap that your back has to the floor. So that's what you're going to want to do. And once you have this, basically lift your butt up. Damn, I'm like shaking. What the fuck? All right, and then hold this position. That's the position. If you're not able to do that, opt for this exercise instead. This exercise, you're going to be utilizing the 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 30 reps, slow and controlled. Here's what it looks like. Legs overhead crunch. So stabilize yourself by breathing into your stomach, closing that gap with your back in the floor. Put your arms out to the side. Keep your chin up like this and perform it like this. Cool. So that's what that looks like. Get good at that, then get into the hollow body hold. And if you're already good at the hollow body hold and the overhead leg crunch, execute a hollow body hold position, but add a crunch to it. Fuck, I need a break. Hold on one sec. Looks like this. Even just showing you guys these exercises, you can tell it's tiring because I can barely speak. Anyways, that is the full home workout that you can utilize if you do not have access to a gym and you have minimal to no equipment and you cannot do a pull-up. This is what I would do in this scenario. It's what I'm having some of my clients do as well who do not have access to a gym at this point in time and are traveling on the road, whatever it may be. Anyways, I hope this is helpful. Follow along for more and drop down any comments if you have any questions. Love to answer them.